Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't...
Makes the grab down the left side. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took him to the house, but they got him at the 24.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting a completion.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Looking to the end zone. Gets it in there for the touchdown.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. At the 45 on his way. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Reads it, fires complete. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. Throws for the tight end. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Finds his target down the middle. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Zings it complete to the right. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Give to the running back. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Finds his man down the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose.
They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Now from inside the red zone. Throws to the wideout. He's got it and just sashays into the end zone for the touchdown. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Leaves it with the back. Fighting off the defender. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it. Open.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Snowed under by the defense. Offense, quick tempo. He's looking for an open man on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. The give to the tailback. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Trying to get the corner. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now...
And he breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. Lean for the wire. Touchdown. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in here, he got the long touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. They're trailing by just 4 to Oregon. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air. It's O'Neal. He makes the catch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
I know it's early in the this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
And the returner is stopped. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. They move the tight end all over. Off-play action on 1st down. Trying to get to it. Takes a hit as he fires. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Put the clamps on that ball and strolled into the end zone for a touchdown.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he makes the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field.
The expressway is wide open. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's O'Neal. Got a man.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front the point of attack.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I love the way this defense is fighting down here close to their own goal line, right? They get a sack on the first play. Great coverage on the second one. Knocking it away. Here comes a huge 3rd one.
And the defense got him at the 27. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. It's good. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He'll take the deep shot. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job.
And the pass is intercepted. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Looking to move it through the air. Throws toward the end zone. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Nashville as we say hello from our broadcast studios. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
We're ready to get it started here in the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Fair catch, called for and made. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He unleashes a long one. And he makes the grab at the 20. Touchdown.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive in the third quarter, march down the field and score. There's no end in sight with these guys.
And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field. It's O'Neal. It's complete on the right side. After running, there he goes. Hit the afterburners, kid. Inside the 10. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for loss.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, and that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And this one splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Duke answered the bell away from Durham today with an impressive victory. The Blue Devils knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Wide out in motion. He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
He makes the connection. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going deep. Snags it. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4 and 1.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Now this offense is back on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Wants to throw on second down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play. Good presence of mind by the quarterback there to not panic when the ball went on the ground and able to get it back.
I'd just like to see better ball security, Reese, from the quarterback, too. You know, you got to keep two hands on the ball at all times. It doesn't matter. You're looking downfield. You know you're going to have guys around you trying to swat away at the football.
Oh, look out! He's inside the 40. At the 20. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. So that's not exactly optimal as far as the defense starting a stand, giving up an 80 spot. Now dealing with a first and goal. Coming at him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
He's back to throw on second down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before he slides. This offense hasn't been able to find the end zone with the GPS and a slide rule. Can they finally get a touchdown on third and goal? They're trying to get to it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
On third and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field. The defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Got room at the 35. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they've had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Unloads to the wideout. Lost, the defense is wide open. Nothing but green ahead. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for blockers. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he gets downfield for the big catch. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. They'll throw it on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. They bring the punter onto the field now. Looking for a block. It's McNabb. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And now the offense will come onto the field again. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one...
Trying to burn this defensive back. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment.
He's loose. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
When I have all that speed on the field, I got to find a favorable matchup. They're all across the board. Which guy do I know can win? Man-to-man coverage, you can see that guy can win on that game.
Unleashes one. Makes the catch. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He'll start this drive firing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. He's looking to throw. Just gets rid of it before the heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going up top here late in the game. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
So that's that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long.